We're still in the 13th chapter of Revelation, but I told you to read Daniel, especially chapters 7 through 11. We'll be dealing with parts of 7, 8, and 9 as we are in 13, because we find that the beasts are mentioned in Daniel 7, and it's basically, it pretty much shows up in the 13th chapter of Revelation. Now, let us go back to the 13th chapter, then we'll go look at some things in Daniel. You remember the very first thing that in the 13th chapter, the first verse, John said, I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea. Well, in Daniel, it's the Mediterranean Sea. There will be a beast that comes up out of the around the Mediterranean, and then there will be another beast that will come up out of the land near Palestine. And this is what is being seen in chapter 13. I saw the beast rise up out of the sea and having 7 heads and 10 horns. Do you remember what we said about the horns? The horns represent what? Kings. Yes. We see 10 kings. There are 7 heads, but 10 horns. And upon the horns were 10 crowns, which shows authority. And upon his heads was the name of blasphemy. This wrestler's coming out the gate, just blaspheming God, blaspheming the saints of God, blaspheming anything concerning the word. And what you mentioned about Trump is basically what it's all about. He's saying that this is not in Revelation, but you can deny the truth of God all you want to, but what is in front of you, this is the written word of God. Now let's go to Daniel, the 7th chapter, and let's sort of compare things with this 13th chapter of Revelation. You find Daniel right after Ezekiel. I had my little papers in there, but that's all right. I know where it is. Now, you remember in 13, he said, I stood upon the sand of the sea. Okay, Daniel had a vision in the 7th chapter, and Daniel in that 2nd verse said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold what? The 4 winds of heaven strove upon the great sea. And I want you to keep in mind, when it says the great sea, it's the Mediterranean. When it says seas, it's people. So we need to keep that in mind, because when we get to Revelation, you'll see the sea, which is the multitude of people. But here is the Mediterranean. And what we need to understand about this is that the Mediterranean is important because it's near Palestine. We don't bring this out, but Palestine is in the very center of the world. So when you see north, south, east, and west, it's to the north, south, east, or west of Palestine, or the Mediterranean Sea. So Daniel is talking about the 4 winds of heaven strove, or was moving upon the Mediterranean. And in verse 3, and 4 beasts came up from the sea, diverse or different one from another. The first like a lion, and had eagle's wings, and I beheld until the wings were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made to stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. Okay, the lion is the king of the beast. So the first was like a king, but it had eagle's wings, and the purpose of wings is what? To fly. So this is going to be a swift lion, but as he was moving real swiftly, what happened to the wings? They were plucked. Well, everybody in the country like me, but if you ever plucked a chicken,
yes.
Once you pluck him, it's a different looking beast altogether. Okay, once this beast was plucked, the wings were plucked, he was lifted up from the earth. From the earth. Now, wait a minute. it said he came up from the sea. But now, where is he? Yeah, he was lifted up from the earth. And when he was lifted up, he was different. He didn't look like he did when he came up out of the sea. What does it look like after those wings were plucked in verse 4? Like a man. And a man's heart was given to it. So here he has become intelligent. And you know who this beast is. It's the Antichrist himself. So a man's heart was given to him. In chapter 13, everything that the beast received is from Satan. He's given power. He has no power of his own, but he's given power. And don't think for one moment that Satan doesn't have power to do this. Because you remember in the wilderness that when Satan took Jesus out, keep in mind, Satan was not visual. He was dealing with the mind. But he was showing Jesus things that he could give him. He was trying to become the Antichrist at that moment, because if he could just get the authority that Jesus had, he would be in power. You know, he was going to give him kingdoms and look at that great city. Well, Jesus already owned it. But the thing is, yes, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. But when Adam sinned, what happened to dominion? It was given to Satan. Satan took it, remember? He took the authority, and now he's what? The God of this world. And when Jesus prayed, I believe in the 17th chapter of St. John, after he got through praying, he said, now it's the God of this world be cast out. But the Greek is, he's being cast out. He's still here right now, but his ultimate goal, he's not only be cast out of the heavens, but out of the earth. And I keep reminding him where he's going. Every time I have to fight him, I remind him of his destiny. I said, I'm going to be ruined. You're going to be where hell and the grave are. You're going to be where the lake of fire. And he realizes that. So do you understand why Satan is at war against the children of God? It's not you he's fighting. It's God he's fighting. Because if he can just get you, he is destroying what Jesus did, but he can't do it. Because even though he has a little power, God has all power. So here we have the lion that had wings, that was plucked and lifted up from the earth. If you lift up from the earth, where are you? In the sky. You see what he just did? Folk missed that point. He's no longer in the sea, and he's not longer on the earth, but what? Lifted up from the earth and made to stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given him. Now, here comes another beast, a second, like to a bear. And it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said unto it, arise, devour much flesh. Now the bear, what country right now is called the bear? Russia. And here is that bear that had 3 ribs in his mouth. So he's defeated at least 3 countries. These countries have been defeated by Russia, and he was down for a while. But now, when he raises up, he moves slowly. Keep in mind what's happening right now. The United States is really has no tact, but China, Russia, it has no forces. Okay, but Russia has been very quiet, moving very slowly, like this bear. This bear moves very slowly, and he is devouring different countries. Now, Daniel is in a country that we're dealing with right now. Persia is present-day Iran. It was Ur of the Chaldees. Then it became Babylon. Then it became Persia. Then it became Iran. We will be fighting those folk until Jesus comes. So when that missile was fired, where was it fired? Syria. Syria's in the Middle East. What you have done, you've caused something to rise up that's going to have an effect on the world. Trump didn't realize that the Lord is using him to basically bring the Antichrist, as he will be in the tribulation, out of the Middle East. He will not come from the United States. Obama was not the Antichrist. Trump is not the Antichrist. He has the spirit of the Antichrist. But the Antichrist himself will come from the Middle East. And I have a problem with us rejecting folk from the Middle East.
Yeah.
You know why he rejects folk from the Middle East? Where did Jesus come from? The Middle East. So you see who he's really fighting. So then, okay, you had the lion, you had the bear. Now the sixth chapter, you got a leopard, swift, and up on the back of it, what, 4 wings of a fowl. And this particular beast had 4 heads. Now, can you imagine a leopard with 4 heads, 4 wings? This is a powerful individual. And here, what you see in verse 4 at the very end, that you see in verse 6. In verse 4, what? A man's heart was given. Underline the word given. It was given to him. In verse 6, dominion was given. Didn't even have to ask for it. It's given. So you see something's getting ready to happen. Now, those are some terrible-looking creatures, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
But look at verse 7. And I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces. In other words, when this country comes swooping down, it's going to destroy. It's going to break them in pieces and stamp the residue with the feet. Have you ever seen a good fight? Well, me anyway, in my fighting days, if I knocked you down, I say, here, let me help you up. When they're down, keep them down. So when this thing happens, once that is defeated, he starts stomping on it. Evil, just evil. He stamped the residue as the rest of the people with his feet. And it was different or diverse from all the beasts that were before it. And how many horns did it have?
10.
Ain't that what we saw in Revelation? Here were 10 horns again. Now, let's stop right there. You say, well, what are these? Now, what are these horns? Let's go to verse 20.
Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because just like in Revelation, you had 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay, here you see the 10 horns was in his head, and another horn, and another came up, and of the other which came up, before whom 3 fell. Okay, you've got 3 kings that fell. But here's another horn that came up that had eyes and a mouth that spoke very great things, whose look was more stout, which means greater than his fellows. This is a tough bird here, and now he is prevailing. Look at remember in Revelation where he declared war on the saints and was defeating them. Daniel already prophesied this is going to happen. He said, I beheld, and the same horn made war with who? The saints. And won. He prevailed against them. For how long? Verse 22. And to how long?
The Ancient of Days.
The Ancient of Days.
Judgment was given to the saints of the Most High.
All right. I don't remember if I taught the first chapter of Revelation here or not, but you remember as you described this individual, he had hair. His hair and his head was white, like wool. And here, that was the Ancient of Days. And when he comes, that's God himself. When he comes, what's going to happen as far as judgment in verse 22? It's given to who?
The saints possess the kingdom.
The saints. The judgment is given to the saints. I wish folk would stop this judge ye not that ye be not judged, and don't go on with the rest of it. Judge ye not that ye be not judged, because with the same judgment you judge somebody else, you're going to be judged with. Paul says judgment begins at the house of God. Paul said the saints are going to judge the apostles, 12 apostles. Saints are going to judge angels. Hello, it was given to the saints. It was given to the saints. And once judgment is given to us, what happens at the very end of verse 22? Possess the kingdom. That the kingdom will be here on earth. That's what we've been striving for. We pray. We call it the Lord's Prayer. It's the Apostles' Prayer. Remember when the apostles asked Jesus to teach us to pray, not how to pray, but to pray, and then he gave them this is how it's done. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. But thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Where? On earth as it is in heaven. There it is. There it is. Now, the will is, thy kingdom has come. The saints possess the kingdom. We are right now at this very moment. We're kings and priests. A king has what? Authority. A priest has access. Do you realize who you are? God is preparing you right now for this work right here, where the saints of the Most High will possess the kingdom. We're going to rule and reign with him. When you rule and reign, that means you're in authority. And we'll get into the kingdom later on, but during the 1,000-year reign, everybody's not going to be saved that comes into the kingdom. There are children that will be born during the kingdom. Satan will be bound for 1,000 years, and you would think that during these 1,000 years, where the kingdom is here on earth, that everybody wants to serve the Lord. But just as soon as Satan is released after those 1,000 years, some of these idiots are going to follow him. And guess who's the lead person? The Antichrist, Satan in the Antichrist. Now, thus, he said, the fourth beast, we're describing the beast, who they are. The fourth beast is the what? In verse 23. Right, see, we've been calling them beasts, but it describes exactly what they are. For the fourth kingdom, which upon earth, which should be more diverse or different from all the kingdoms. And this kingdom is so great, what's going to happen?
You're going to devour the whole earth.
The whole earth, Gentiles, Jews, it's going and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. Do you see where this stuff is headed? This crazy thing in North Korea with these missiles and things. There's a purpose. There is a purpose. You don't describe missiles and things in the Old Testament because there have been new inventions since then. They had swords and everything, but we got some more stuff. We got some stuff that can take you down. And this fourth beast, the fourth kingdom, is going to rule the whole earth and break it in pieces. Now, the kingdom, this fourth kingdom, verse 24. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are who? What are the 10 horns we've been talking about? 10 kings that shall arise. They're not here yet, but they shall arise. You think that's rough. That's 10 kingdoms, all right. But another shall rise after them, and shall be diverse or different from the first, and he's going to subdue 3 kings. Okay. What's 10 minus 3?
7.
How many heads did you see in Revelation? 7. 7 heads, 10 horns. But out of those 10 horns, out of those 10 kingdoms, 3 are going to disappear. And here is one that is just sneaking up all the time, just waiting. Look at how that happened. Said the 4th beast shall be the 4th kingdom upon earth, which will be more diverse than all the kingdoms, and shall divide the whole earth, and shall tread it down, and break it to pieces. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise. Daniel is prophesying. This has not happened yet. It shall arise, and you got to watch this one that's going to arise after these 10 kings, because that's going to be a bullet right there. He's going to be worse than all of them. And that's going to... What's the Bible say? Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Is this not happening? Kingdom against kingdoms fighting. And wonder who this rascal is. This is the Antichrist right there. He done snuck right into the picture. While these folk were fighting one another, he just sitting back laughing. He said, y'all kill each other. I got something for you when y'all get through. Yes, sir. Ain't that what happens in the church? He throw a little stuff there and just sit back and laugh and watch everybody against each other. Just
Don't
wait.
want to praise over nothing.
Yeah, So when y'all get through, I got something for you. That's how it works. And so once he comes up, he shall, 25, this is the important part. He shall speak great words against who?
Most High.
All right, notice the word against, anti-God. The Most High is God. He shall speak great words against God himself. And guess what he's going to do to the saints? He's going to wear them out. Once he comes up, you remember when we talked about those 2 men, Elijah and Moses, that prophesied for 3.5 years, and then when they killed, and once they were killed and caught up, that's when this wrath starts wearing out the saints of the Most High. The prophet is gone. You see what I'm saying? Moses is gone. Elijah is gone. Now there's no word. That's what he's been waiting for. The word is gone. So how's he wear them out? Changing the word. Because he thinks to change what? Times and laws. Stop. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Trump.
Times and laws.
Trump.
Right now, they're trying to... This affirmative action is being changed
Yes.
to suit the white race now. Okay.
Because
Laws.
Did you hear what he said Monday to the policies? I give you the right to beat them down.
Yes, sir. Change the laws.
Trump. That's all I
Yeah.
had to say.
He said when you put it in the car, don't worry about putting your hand on the head. Just let them bump the heads.
Boy,
Times
they sure working with him.
and the laws. The Supreme Court is now bigger than God in the eyes of man.
No.
They have changed the times and the law. Man's married man. They weren't doing that when I came up.
No.
Woman married woman.
Nope.
As far as I'm concerned, Bruce Bruce is still
Caitlyn
Bruce.
Jenner is still a man.
Bruce is still Bruce.
Yes, he's still a man.
He's not what Caitlyn, Chaplin, and
Caitlyn Jenner is still a man. She's still Bruce Jenner.
and Chastity is not Chaz. She's still Chastity. I don't care how big the beard is. Ellen DeGeneres got a wife.
I thought they divorced. She got a new.
Oh wow!
She got a new.
Oh my God.
It's still the same difference.
Yes.
What are you saying? The times and the laws have been changed.
But government's law haven't been changed.
No, but during the tribulation period. Read the rest of this 25th verse. After the times and laws are changed, they shall be given into his hand. He'll do what he wants to do for 3 1/2 years. That's the great tribulation. See, once Elijah and Moses was caught up, how long they preached? For 3 1/2 years, which is the tribulation period. Now comes the great tribulation period. Those 7 years are in intervals, 3 1/2 and 3 1/2. And that's what it's saying here. It said what? Until time and times and dividing of time. I think that's 3 1/2 years, isn't it? But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and destroy it unto the end. He's going to lose out. But for 3 1/2 years, he is going to do his thing. Now let's go back and see if we can understand the 13th chapter of Revelation just a little bit better now. Because we see what has occurred, but keep your hand on Daniel. We ain't through. Because we did verse 1 about the 7 heads and 10 horns. The horns of what? Kingdoms. And you remember that leopard we saw in Daniel? Look at verse 2. And the beast which I saw, see, Daniel was looking forward. And he described the animals in reverse order that you're going to see here. John is looking backwards. And he first sees the leopard. And the leopard had feet like a bear. And his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him, that's that word, gave him his power and his seat and great authority. Now, instead of 3 animals, you've got 1 animal with these characteristics: a leopard, a bear, a lion. And he's powerful. Why? Because the dragon, the devil, gave him his power, his seat, and great authority. Wow. I told you this, that when it came up among the 10 kings that slayed 3, here he is. And he tries to imitate Jesus. Because you remember he had 7 heads. And that's how one of his heads, as it were, wounded to death. He didn't say it was wounded to death, as it were. And his deadly wounds was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. Must be Jesus. We read in the Bible about his death, his burial, and his resurrection. So here, you remember Jesus was wounded for our transgressions? Okay. Here comes the wound. Fake wound. It said as it were, didn't it? Didn't say it was. See how he's going to come here as a fake, a lying wonder? And because of the authority that the dragon gave him, what happens in verse 4? They worship the devil, which gave power to the beast. And they worship the beast. Okay, 2 types of worship: the devil and the beast. Oh, who's like that beast? Can't nobody make war with him. He's got power. Here comes another given. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue
3.5?
3.5 years. Here we go. It's coming up again. See, the devil is worship. The beast is worship. And they're impressed with him because there was given unto him a mouth. Now, he's already on his head, on his horns, the name of blasphemy, now out of his mouth. Remember in Daniel where he's blaspheming? You understand this now? Blaspheming the Most High? Here he goes. He, a mouth speaking great things and blasphemy, and power was given. He's going to do this for 3.5 years. Ain't going to be no church. Church is gone. In the 4th chapter of Revelation, where it says, and I saw the heaven, a door was opened in heaven. Once that door is open in heaven, there was a sound like a trumpet. Once that door is open in heaven, the church is gone. The Holy Spirit in us is the only thing that hinders the rapture right now. The Lord is trying to get a few more in through you. Our problem is we're praying instead of acting. Y'all missed that?
No. Yeah, no.
Lord, send us some members. No, you go out and get them. Compel them to come in. Make disciples. I ain't seen no shepherd go out into no field and give birth to no sheep. Sheep give birth. The shepherd cares for the sheep. Do you see your job now? Well, because this hasn't been done completely, and the Lord warned the 7 churches, there were 2 that was pretty good. He warned them, in Ephesus, meaning the desired one, you have left your first love. You're not doing your job. Laodicea, you make me want to puke. That's what I'm saying. You're here and you're there. You make me just want to throw up. Church at Thyatira, you have allowed that Jezebel that calls herself a prophetess to seduce my servants and make them commit fornication. Sin is all right. Now God will forgive you. You just go ahead, baby. You just go ahead and get that man. You go ahead and get that woman. God will forgive you. Do your thing. Sound familiar? He'll forgive you. Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid. So those churches, and in a couple of churches, it had that pastors are allowing the deeds of the Nicolaitans. You remember when I told you that the Nicolaitans, Nico, the same as Nike, where you exalt yourself over. Latains is a laity. In other words, the pastor has become so eloquent, got this big name now, big cross in front of him. Now he has exalted himself above the laity. In some of our constitutions now, it calls the pastor an ex officio. It means he's over everything. The devil is a lie. Only one person is over everything. The chief shepherd, Jesus himself, is the shepherd. Robert Brown has never been a shepherd. He's been an under shepherd because there's somebody over me always. And when you come to the point where you're going to exalt yourself above the congregation, you're sinning because Jesus didn't even exalt himself above. His name was Emmanuel, meaning God with us. Do you understand where I'm going with this?
Yes.
See, the church is gone. The world is not being protected. Don't you know it's the prayers of the righteous that's availing, that's stopping Trump from being killed and wars? Now there will be, this stuff is all messed up. Whoever heard of wars before the rumor? There shall be wars and rumors of wars. Reverse order. Okay. Drop that bomb on Syria. That's a war. North Korea is a rumor.
But a dangerous rumor.
It's a danger zone. Oh, they're gonna fire it. That little thing that's friends with Dennis Rodman might do anything.
And they just missed that plane. That plane just did get through.
And he didn't care. He did not care.
And the United States let off a missile that didn't last.
They've been doing it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
They just showed it.
I'm serious. They're just showing you that. Just like we was in war with Vietnam before it hit the news.
Right.
Okay? You don't know what these crazy folk are doing behind closed doors. Now, let's go back to changing the times and the laws. Do you realize what's happening with that computer chip? You're going to be able to open doors. You're going to be able to open your computer, your password. You don't need to carry your credit card. You can go to the grocery store. Don't even have to carry a card anymore. But the thing about it, and I had somebody to research it, that thing is there, but you don't have a clue who invented it. You go on.
I wonder why they're so secretive with it.
Because it hasn't been patented yet.
Oh,
They think it's been patented, but the man, once he patented, his name better come out. But
his name's not going to come out.
His name ain't gonna come out because
As long as it's not patented.
He going through the White House to kill his
Right.
name.
You're not going to know his name. Go down to the 17th verse and see if this rings a bell.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Now, them folks that don't take that little chip, they might not have a job. You've got to make a mark to get the chip in there that has a number. You don't know what the number is, but the man does. Yeah, I gave up these. Y'all got to pull them out.
Yeah,
That's okay.
The computer thing.
Yeah, it said count the number.
Yeah.
It didn't say it's the number of man, but the number of a man. The only way they're going to be able to get these chips is hit the number of the man. They don't know who he is. Hello. And they're not going to be able to buy. I said you can't buy a car. You pull up the gas station and can't get no gas.
Can't get no food either.
Go to the grocery store, can't get no food. It's going to be a life of crime for me.
That's if you don't take the chip.
If you, I think the companies are basically compelling. This is the beginning of the end. I put it on Facebook. I put it out there. I'm just gonna see. And this is being recorded. Yeah, I said I did it. I put it there. Robert C. Brown Jr. called me 984-7728 area code 803. Yeah, I did it.
But Pastor Brown, that means just well, right now the way things are going, they're just only for the working class people. What about like me that's retired?
How you go to your bank?
But you know what? As they said,
Who gonna do it?
The chip gonna be practiced on the people who get food stamps first, so they can monitor what they do with it. That's where it started. And then this company, after this company, if we work for this company, the food stamp people's gonna be next.
It's a number.
Yeah.
This all started when you became a Social Security number rather than a person. You can call anywhere you want to, but they're not giving you no information until you give the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. And sometimes they want the whole thing. Where are we headed? The number of
Everything is numbers now.
your number. I told you I can go back to McDonald's and they talk about you're number 18. I said, use a lie. But my name beside the 18, when you get my stuff, you call my name. Robert Brown. Don't call no number out. I didn't call you no number when I gave my money. You see where we're headed. And so it's so blatant. So I'm trying to show you power was given to him. Them folk are given power to the people to put that mark and the chip in them. Am I helping you?
Mm-hmm.
So, hello?
I got a bird that plays.
Goats, pigs, cows.
I got chickens.
And see, I was ready. Like the only thing we bought was sugar and flour
Right.
anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And-
When we was coming up,
And
and they would grind the meal.
yeah, and if I find out a way to grow sugar cane, I won't need their help with that either.
People don't even grow sugar cane no more.
Yeah,
It's a group of black guys in the field.
Grow sugar cane, do molasses.
They got
Okay. Now,
what's called put it in.
uh,
Yeah.
are you better understanding this 13th chapter now,
Yes.
though, about the beast?
Mm-hmm.
And you remember when he came, when the Antichrist came in the 6th chapter, you remember how smooth he was riding on a white horse and had a bow in his hand,
No arrows.
no arrow. Let's go back to Daniel. I'm going to show you exactly what this rascal's doing. Okay. Okay, in chapter 9.
Chapter 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. Chapter 8.
Mm-hmm.
In verse 22, about those 4 kingdoms
Mm-hmm.
shall stand up out of the nation, but they won't be in his power. Okay? Those 4 kingdoms are the Medes, the Persian, the Greeks, and I can't remember the other one, but it said in the latter king, look verse 23 about this Antichrist. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, which means their fullness, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up. You say, well, I don't understand what the dark sentences are. He understands riddles. He's going to stand up, and his power shall be mighty. Now remember, I said when the Antichrist comes in chapter 6, he comes with a bow and no arrow. Well, how are you going to gain a lot of people? Verse 24, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully and shall prosper, and practice, and he shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. What he is going to do is preach prosperity. Prosperity. I said, then what? Shall prosper? I hate to say it, but one of our big mega pastors, now I see him on Facebook. I ain't gonna call no names, but his first initials T, and now he's into that money.
Well, isn't that purple dollar thing?
He's been there for years and years.
Preaching prosperity.
Yeah, and he'll check your tithes
Really?
to determine if they're gonna help you or not. You got to give a certain amount while he's living in his multi-million-dollar mansion. A plane for him, a plane for his wife. It's already started, but we're blinded. We don't see. It's leading right up to this point. He and through his policy, he should cause craft or deceit or witchcraft. They go to prosper. They go to
Prosper again in his hand.
He shall magnify himself in his heart. Ain't that how Satan messed up to begin with? I will ascend my throne above the throne of God. I shall be like the Most High.
You better enjoy that glory while you on earth, because that's all you're going to have.
I done told you, I is right in the middle of sin and pride. S-I-N-P-R-I-D-E.
Yes.
Pride. Man himself in his heart. Now I told you, when this man comes, how is he going to win over these folk if he ain't got no arrow for that bow? By what?
By peace shall destroy many, and he shall also stand up against the prince of princes.
Which is God himself. But God, he gonna,
He shall be
Broken.
God gonna break him down with no hand.
Down
Because at the Battle of Armageddon,
Blow them away.
the Lord is going to destroy those millions and millions of army. Only thing he's going to do is done deal. With the breath of his mouth. Done deal. But notice, after he magnifies himself in his heart, I'm God, I'm God. And with peace, a promise of peace. Your president said, I am the only one that can help you. I am the only one. And I hated the word because he kept saying, I am, I am, I am. And folks missed what he was saying. I am. I'm number one, I am.
And that's God.
That's God.
Pastor, do these ministers, preachers, evangelists, or whatever, they got all these mega churches and got all this different stuff, and like they're saying, in airplanes and all this. Do a lot of them, they actually think they're above everybody else?
Ex officio, Nicolaitan, Nicolaitan, they are above. They think they are.
But don't they realize that they have to die just like you and I?
When you got all that wealth and prosperity, when you got time to think, I'm enjoying this.
You can't take it with you.
You tell that man that was so successful, you know, his barns were full, and he said, look at what I have done. I got to knock down these barns and build bigger barns. And that night.
But you know what it make me think about too? Like they say, people follow. They're not thinking with their mind. They're not following with their heart. They are following this image. And I think about Jim Jones tragedy.
And what happened?
That was an example of how people can be persuaded, just like ISIS, getting people to do suicide bombing. And for the life of me, I don't understand. Don't you know how to think for yourself? Don't you know if that bomb go off, that means your life is gone also?
Well, see, and deception is already going on. This is just leading up right here. And okay, the beast, they made an image to the beast, an image. And guess what? Power was given to the image to talk.
Yes.
Now, oh, I'm going to say something that's going to really mess you up.
Uh-oh. We get ready.
Waiting on it.
We wait.
The image. They prayed to the image.
And it came alive.
When you close your eyes and pray in the name of Jesus, do you, like Robert Brown, get rid of that image, the picture you got on your wall? That's an image. You don't have a clue what it looks like, but you got the image on the wall, and you look at that image long enough, it's implanted in your head. That's why a lot of times your prayer is not answered, because that image, I don't pray to the image. I don't know what he looks like. I know that when he went to glory, he was changed. And now he's sitting down on the right hand of the Father. I don't know what God looks like. I don't know what the Son looks like. I know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him and see him as he is.
Yes.
But tell me that you don't have images. I just tell the truth. I just tell the truth.
A lot of time I wonder what God and Jesus look like. And you know, I just wonder in my mind, what are they really gonna look like?
You will know
But I thought
eventually. Eventually. See, the thing is, they have become one. You don't know what the inside of that apple looks like.
No, till you cut it.
Till you cut it. Right now, we are the sons of God. You don't even know what you look like.
Well, didn't the Bible say his head was like wool?
That's the ancient. They didn't realize that's that's the God the Father, the Ancient of Days.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, God. Now they're one. Don't you see? Oh, I've got to take time to really deal with that, because I've heard ministers just mess it up. But I'm a father. I'm a grandfather. I'm a preacher. I'm a friend. I'm a happy man. I'm still one man.
Yeah.
That's what he is. God the Father allowed Jesus Christ to take on this earthly flesh, because that's the only way you could identify with him.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't come here as the Son of God. He came as the Son of Man.
Mm-hmm.
The only way that you can identify with an ant, you've got to become an ant, because they're not going to understand nothing that you say. So because God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten. Mary begot. Jesus. He gave himself through Jesus Christ. John, the first chapter, in the beginning was the Word, or the Logos. The Word was with God. The Word was God. Wait a minute. All things was made by him, and without him there's nothing made that is made. What God the Father did, God the Son was doing all along. You understand? We do not worship three gods. We worship. God can do anything he wants to do. He could send 5. But he sent his only. He has many sons, but one begotten. Because Abraham had another son. But God told, what was his name? I can't remember. Son by the handmaiden. But anyway, he was 13 years old when Isaac was born. But when it came time to offer up the sacrifice, the Lord told him, go get your son, your only begotten. Isaac was the only begotten, even though he had another son. See, there are sons of God, angels. They are called sons of God, but he only have one begotten. You understand the principle?
Yes.
So, this 13th chapter is important, and we'll be going back and forth to Daniel. We'll get to the 14th and the 15th chapter, but deception is going on. We went over a lot of this, about that power was given unto the beast, and look at 6. Look verse 6. He opened his mouth to blaspheme against God. You can't know about God. Did Daniel say the same thing? He blasphemed against the Almighty. Not only God, his name. Who's his name? Jesus. Because when Jesus brought the folk out of the grave and led them and put the blood on the mercy seat, once he led those captives captive, God gave him a name which is above every name, that the name of, but not the name, but the name of Jesus. Okay, the only way this rascal can blaspheme, you got to blaspheme his name, because you don't know it. He doesn't know the name. You don't either. Okay, so I'm looking at 19th chapter. 19th chapter.
Revelation?
19th chapter. I'll teach y'all to look at me. The 12th verse of the 19th chapter. You don't know his name?
Mm-mm.
His eyes were as a flame of fire. His head was
On his head were what?
many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but himself.
Rest for case.
Yes. Yep.
That's why you pray in the name
Name
of
of.
Jesus. Because there were folk named Jesus before he got here. That's an earthly name. But the name that he has now is going to be Jehovah something. Just like I know the name of the new name of Jerusalem. I know that. And you'll know it to the very last chapter of Ezekiel. We're going on very last chapter, very last verse. I know the name of New Jerusalem. I know the name. It's not going to be called New Jerusalem.
The very last verse of
The
Ezekiel.
very last verse
The very
in
last
Ezekiel.
chapter in
Very
there.
last.
Ezekiel.
Mhm.
Okay. It said it was round about 18,000 measure, and the name of the city of that day shall be the Lord is here.
The name of the city shall be, the name of New Jerusalem shall be, the Lord is here, is Yahweh Shammah. The Lord is there. Everywhere you, and he's going to pick up the name that Jesus was supposed to have in the first place, Emmanuel. The Lord is there. New Jerusalem, the Lord is there. Yahweh Shammah, Yahweh Shammah. So it has something to do, because everywhere you go, he's going to be there. Jesus could not be at 4223 Gibbons Road and right here at the same time, because he was limited, because he was the Son of Man. But in that day, if I go to Gate, Virginia, he's already there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yahweh Shammah. So we've got to be prepared for what is happening, because power has been given to an idiot. I said it. I said it. Okay. Power was given. Where did you get the power? You gave it to him. No pastor should have so much power that you're going to believe everything he says and do everything he says just because he holds that position. I told you, don't you follow me when I teach and I say something wrong and you don't correct me. I don't have any problems with that. The Word of God is for correction. So what I'm saying, get this word in you, because we're getting ready to get into something when we get in this 14th chapter, about the message of the angels and the everlasting gospel, and you're going to see what's going to really start happening to the earth and heavens, What you see right now, and I took some beautiful pictures a couple of weeks ago. It's so beautiful, but it's going to be destroyed. This earth, Niagara Falls, is going to cease to exist.
No, it said the earth and heaven should pass away.
Let's see. We're getting ready to go, but the heavens that as you and earth as you see it right now ain't going to be.
That's right.
It's going to. Well, we'll get into it, but enjoy this earth. We're just
Borrowed time.
strangers here, and we don't realize that we're floating in space. Earth is in space, y'all. We are astronauts waiting on. That's the reason we can meet him
And this guy.
in the air.
Yeah, and you and me.
Did I help you tonight?
Yes, you have. As always.
But don't get caught up in this worldly stuff, because I just sit back and look at it, and my thing is, come on, Jesus. I've seen so many babies killed in the last 2 weeks. Ain't even reached.
What you talking about?
Especially that 2-year-old.
They charged his mom and daddy, didn't
Yeah.
Well,
Remember,
that's
sons against fathers, daughters
But-
against mothers. It's written there telling you.
Do you know what's happening? They're trying to cut off the head. Try to kill Jesus, try to kill Moses. You're killing babies. If you put mama and daddies in jail, no more babies. You see what's happening? So that's why I am praying for the Lord to come. If I was a young man now, and your parents still living, we wouldn't have no babies.
You wouldn't have none.
Wouldn't have none. I pray for my grandchildren every time they go out of the house. when they get on
That's a
that
good
bus,
use.
when they go to school, bullying at school. Got teachers that are molesting children.
Yes, they're supposed to be helping
They're
them.
supposed to be helping.
And not only the men, but women too.
Yeah. So, but next week, now this you're gonna enjoy this 14th chapter, but just continue reading Daniel, because
Okay.
Daniel saw what John experienced.
Mhm.
Okay, we're close to the end, and I'm thankful that I've got my health, because as I started dealing with this, I've been under attack. Every time I get into this, he tries to stop me. But I made my mind, if my grandbaby has to push me in here in a wheelchair, I'm coming.
Well, you know what, Reverend Brown, I think I can speak openly from all of us. It's been a joy and a pleasure to have you teaching this to us, because personally, on my aspect, I needed it. I really want to hear a lot about Revelation, even though I done read it. Some things I kind of understood, some things I didn't. But the thing about it with you would explain it so you can understand it. And I sure appreciate it so much from the bottom of my heart.
Well, you're very well, but that's his promise. You will be blessed. I told you you will be different. You'll feel different once you get into this. Amen.
Amen.
You can get up now if you want to, baby. You got enough sleep?
She's
Is that tea?
yeah,
Oh no, that's
that's
the floor.
good. She ain't you open it on funny.
No, get up. Get up. You need prayer.
You get comfortable.
Got too comfortable. You want to cut that off now? If it got me, come on. Erase what needs to be erased on this phone. You wasn't no help.